All right, y'all, because get in here so we can talk about this latest episode of Basketball Wives LA. Baby, when I tell you the ladies is hiding the twat round to Mexico, it's not even funny. Before we even get started, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and get down in these comments, because y'all know we're going to have to talk about it. And let's go ahead and get into it. Now, we kicking it off with Jen arriving to the dinner with Laura. That's where we left off last episode. All the ladies, besides, I think, Cheyenne and Jac'eils, are familiar with Laura. They've been around her in some sort of capacity in the past, whether it have to do with the show or just in general. But everybody's happy to see her. Jackie looked nervous, but I'm glad that Laura came and immediately, ended it. She sat down. She apologized to Jackie. That's one of the first things that she did. She told Jackie that she was sorry for meeting up with her daughter and having that conversation. And I feel like, I said this last week, but I think Laura has had time to reflect, especially as her kids are getting older. It would probably kill her if somebody took one of her damn kids and sat down and started talking crazy about her to them. Especially now that they're getting older and they're more impressionable. They're more likely to believe some mess or something like that. I think all of that has worn on her over the years. And it was very big of her to sit down and apologize. Jackie accepted it gracefully. They went on and moved past that real quick. The ladies are talking, they're just having dinner conversation. And Brandy decides to check Evelyn about constantly bringing up her husband, which I feel like is low-hanging fruit for Evelyn. And I'm tired of her doing that as well. I really feel like the big issue is Evelyn can't hang with Brandy in her mouth. Okay? When Brandy get to going at that mouth, I feel like it throws Evelyn off guard. She can't keep up. And so what's the one thing that she can say is, well, why you do that with your husband? Why you be doing that with your husband? And it don't even be having nothing to do with her man, nothing to do with her marriage, nothing to do with any of that. And she would throw her situation in her face. And that's crazy. And I feel like you only do that stuff. It's like when you argue with somebody gay and then they, you know what I'm saying? You want to say your gay ass or something. And it's not really an insult. It's kind of like low-hanging fruit that you going for. Something that you already know. We already know that she's had issues in her marriage. But Evelyn, the thing is, we already know that you done had issues with these men too. You can't keep one. And don't nobody go around saying nothing like that to you. We could throw it out all the motherfucking time, and we don't. So I don't think it's cute that you keep on doing that. And I'm glad that Brandy be checking her about that, because stop bringing that girl man up. At least until you can keep one for longer than 3 business days. Now, Brooke get to talking about her situation with Kevin and why it is that the ladies were pressing, so specifically Jen. Why is it that Jen was acting like she was moving so much faster than her and Christian? And for some reason, Jen is very naive. She don't think that her and Christian move fast. We all seen it. Honey, you left off on the show with that one man. I don't even remember his name, but you left out he was bald head. And then the next thing we know, you was on Instagram kissing Christian in the damn mouth. Didn't nobody even know shit. We were all shocked. And it didn't seem like no gap was really in between it. Yes, you moved fast. You want to keep... Listen, Christian and I were together 6 months before. Y'all was together 6 months already talking about y'all was finna get married. Y'all moved fast. And that's all Brooke be trying to point out. But Brooke, I just wouldn't keep wasting your breath, honey. Let her and Pee-wee go on and live happily ever after like we know they not. Just let them do it, because she's naive to everything. Jac'eils asked Cheyenne what happened at her event and why she went off. And honey, I'm confused because Cheyenne started talking about Brooke was gay bashing. And I'm just like, what? I thought they were arguing about some whole nother stuff. They got to arguing because Brooke didn't stand up when she got asked the question. Honey, now you talking about you think she was gay bashing. That is absolutely crazy. But I guess it was from the situation where she was leaving and she was arguing with that stud. And Brooke said something along the lines of, you might look like a nigga, but you still a bitch, or something like that. Which I don't feel like is gay bashing. It ain't. She just was saying, you ain't really a man. You a woman, and I still whoop your ass. I still fight you out here. I don't think she was bashing at all. But, honey, it goes left. Cheyenne and her get to arguing again. Jac'eils, I love Jac'eils, because one thing Jac'eils gonna do is get to the bottom of some shit. Jac'eils said, we gonna go away from this table so we can keep talking about this now. She got up and pulled Cheyenne away from the table because they wasn't doing nothing but arguing, her and Brooke, back and forth. They yelling, it was getting out of hand. Jackie sitting there like a church mouse, which a lot of them is like, well, why Jackie didn't say nothing? But it's kind of like, what is Jackie gonna say? Jackie already in the hot seat herself. She don't want to dive out there in the middle of Cheyenne in her shit. Hell, she letting her handle her motherfucking scandal. I feel like they think that just because you invite somebody there, you supposed to take up for them, or you supposed to immediately jump in they beef when they into with somebody. And that's not always the case. But Jac'eils and Cheyenne, they go off to the side and they end up talking, having a one-on-one. We learn later that her and Jac'eils decided to agree to disagree. Very grown. You know, just put it behind them. It don't matter. Evelyn, after the dinner, goes to Jackie's room, and they sit down and they talking about the dinner, basically. Even Evelyn at this point asked Jackie, like, why didn't she speak up for Cheyenne when Cheyenne was getting into it? And Jackie was like, it didn't have nothing to do with me. And I agree. Jackie wasn't even there when they were into it at the event. She had already went to the car. So it's kind of also like, what is she going to interject and say? She wasn't even there. Like, she really can't have an input, honestly. I mean, she can, but again, she wasn't even there when it jumped off and when it happened. So Jackie was just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let Cheyenne handle that. They briefly talk about Laura and how, you know, they happy that Laura's back. Ain't too much to this scene. Brooke, Jac'eils, and Brandy, they go do yoga together. I like this scene because, again, Jac'eils gonna get to the bottom of some shit. And I feel like she was the perfect person to go and sit and talk and be the mediator between Brooke and Brandy. They basically are able to hash out what's going on. Brooke just feels like Brandy was too opinionated when it comes to her relationship. I'm on the fence because I understand why Brandy was opinionated. Brandy was worried, you know, but in certain situations like this, Brandy, you say what you want to say, you state your opinion, and then you just leave it alone. You get what I'm saying? You already say, Brooke, I think you're moving a little too fast. It's no need to keep on repeating it because she already knows at that point how you feel. She knows that you feel like, listen, this relationship is happening a little bit too quick, but I'm still going to do what I'm going to do regardless. So it's no need to keep on beating a dead horse and keep on saying it. And I feel like that's what Brooke was getting at. She didn't feel like you had to keep on going around and voicing it to everybody after you've already voiced it to her that you didn't agree with the relationship. I feel like Brandy was just basically generally talking to the group. Y'all would be talking about it. So she would voice again, you know, she would say, yeah, I don't agree with that relationship. Brooke moving too fast. I think she need to slow down, blah, 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 because everybody as a collective would be talking about it. It wasn't just Brandy, but I think that her and Brooke's friendship means a lot more to Brooke than some of the other friendships that she have with the other ladies. So it did kind of hurt her feelings, but I was happy that at the end of it, they were able to hug it out and they were able to put it behind them. Now, the next day, Evelyn tell the ladies they're going to go tequila tasting to a private beach. But before everybody gets to the beach, Jackie and Jen, they go off together in hopes of basically reconciling with this situation about Jackie leaking Jen's news. And the thing about it is, Jackie, you got to stop lying. You know, once these girls have already done found out how stuff happened, they already done seen screenshots. Don't make up a fucking story and they've already seen it. Just apologize for it and keep going. Because they walk downtown, you know, they window shopping or whatever. Then they have a sit down and they actually get into the situation with the nudes. And Jackie wants to say that she didn't even know that Jen had nudes out there. But Jen had already seen where Jackie was the one that sent Sunday the nudes. So it's like, you can't say that you didn't know that they were out there, but you were the one sending them. And Jackie want to say, yeah, well, I did send them because I was the one that was like, are these the ones you're talking about? Because when Sunday told me about them, I went and looked them up. No, that's not what the hell happened. Girl, you were sharing the girl's nudes and just say, I'm sorry. And that's it. No explanation needed because you already did it. You were already caught live. Just say, I'm sorry. But she did. She apologized. And Jen ultimately said that she's going to forgive her because I think it's easier to just kind of coexist with Jackie than to have these beefs with Jackie, if that makes any sense. So she forgives her. They head back to the beach, but the rest of the ladies is in the Sprinter on their way as well. Brooke is still shading Evelyn because she still got an attitude by the fact that she done invited Cheyenne and Jackie on the trip. Even though they having a good time, she still got a little shit to say. Baby Jaceil done told Evelyn she messy. Ain't she though? You better tell her like it is, Jaceil. I love her. And they get to the beach and basically they start downloading, Brooke and Brandy start downloading Laura on what's going on with Brandy and Jackie, because she's kind of familiar with what's going on with Brooke. But she starts telling them about, how Brandy can't have kids. I don't know if Brandy knows Laura either, though. I think they've been around each other. But basically, she's letting her know that she can't have any more children. And Jackie's been taking low blows regarding her fertility, which ain't cool, Laura's basically just like, y'all need to just dead this. It ain't no way around it. Like, is there any way y'all can resolve it? And they just letting it be known that, it's hard to resolve stuff with Jackie because of Jackie's, her ability to believe the lies that she creates sometimes. So it just make it hard when you trying to talk to somebody and you trying to get through to them and get them to understand your point of view, when all she's going to do is make up her own point of view and roll with that. That's just what it is. Jen and Jackie, they arrive at the beach. They basically let the ladies know that they done made up and that, everything is good between them. And then the ladies go ahead and they do a tequila tasting. It looked fun. I ain't even gonna lie. Get them drunk. All else fails, Evelyn. Get them drunk. That's how you do it right there. And go straight to the head. Fuck the wine tasting and do tequila. They were able to do some fun stuff. I think Evelyn took a shot with like a scorpion in it. It looked like they had a good time. I know Jackie was happy that she was included. Laura pulls Jackie to the side basically after they get through, after she done got a little inebriated. And she talks about the situation with Brandy. And she like, why don't you just end this? You need to just let it go. You need to just be the adult here and nip it in the bud. And Jackie's like, I've tried before, and every time I try to do something with these ladies, I always end up looking like the bad guy. Well, Jackie, like I just said, it's because when you go and try to do stuff and try to apologize, you don't actually do it. You make up some shit or you lie about the whole situation, even though somebody already knows the truth. And I think Laura is the one that said it, but when somebody can believe their own lies, that's a dangerous person right there. Dead ass. You ain't said no truer words than that, okay? Like, it's one thing when, you're delusional, all right? But it's another thing when you delusional and you ain't trying to come and fuck up off of it because you just believe in that shit. Like, it's crazy. You'll literally make up a lie and just tell yourself, no, that's the truth. That's exactly what happened. And that's kind of Jackie, you know what I'm saying? So it is hard, but Laura was just like, you need to just be the one to end it, period. Jen is over to the side downloading the other ladies about her talk with Jackie and basically how everything went, and that she's happy to put it to the side. Jackie took accountability finally, which is what she seems to be doing with the other ladies as well, even though she's moving slowly, individually, lady to lady, but she did take accountability. So Brooke gets up and invites everybody to the Bachelorette party. She even says that Jackie and Cheyenne can come as well, which is the right thing to do. They on the trip, so they might as well be invited. The ladies is getting dressed. Everybody arrive. All of the ladies is in the lace, honey. Here come Jen and her little nasty old granny lady, but kind of cute in a sense, two-piece white outfit. But it's basically in celebration of her and Jaceil because Jaceil did just get married. So they both kind of the main... What is the guest of honor? That's what the word is. They the guest of honor. So they all arrive. Cheyenne's there and it's awkward. Okay. She's over here sitting to the side. She do look good. But it do look awkward. They playing Carisha Please. The vibes are good. They actually look like they having a good night. In the midst of that, Brandy pulls Jackie to the side and she just basically gets to talking to her. She like, Jackie, my feelings have been hurt by this whole situation with you taking shots at my fertility. And the situation with Brandy and Brooke are definitely two of the more serious things that Jackie have done. Yeah, sharing Jen's news was bad, but they was already out there. Yeah, calling Evelyn messy or saying you want to slap the fuck out of her and Shaunie, yeah, that's bad. But saying that Brooke is using her deceased daughter for money and saying that Brandy, her only storyline would be if she could have a child, knowing that she can't, those are really hurtful things. And it's really hard for people to come back when you cross those kind of lines. So, Jackie, I think you need to understand that it's probably really hard for both of them to even sit down and have a cordial conversation with you and tell you that this is the kind of shit that really been hurting them. So, you know, it's a lot when you're able to say, you know, you're right. I said it. I said some fucked up shit. I said it, and I'm sorry. I'm going to just apologize for it. I'm not going to make no excuses for it. I'm just going to apologize. They ended their shit off on a good note and head back in. Honey, they go back in at the right time. Because when I tell you these ladies is hot in the twat, they ain't heard somebody titties was out. I think everybody titties was out. But a few of them, grandmother Jen wasn't pulling her titties out. Oh my gosh. She took her shot, baby. But what took the cake was on that last card when they said, tongue kiss the person closest to you, I take a shot, baby. And Evelyn and Brooke got the tongue kissing. Jaceil almost had her heart attack, baby. Natasha, you ought to watch Seal because she was getting a little too turned on watching Evelyn and Brooke get the kissing. But honestly, they all was. Everybody's mouth was open. They called Jackie over with a phone recording. Y'all better take that phone and force her ass down. Make her delete every lick of video. Y'all took the phones, but y'all took them too late because she still got some footage, okay? She still seen a little bit of something. I think she seen Evelyn titty out. So y'all need to take that phone and delete everything from that night off of her. And you know she don't know how to recover nothing. Just delete it, okay? Hold her down. Baby, they gets drunk boots. And honey, Jen, you know, I'm drunk. You know why? But I don't know if I gave Evelyn her flowers. Baby, I can't even do drunk Jen. She was so drunk. But basically, she's saying she loved Evelyn. And she's happy that her and Evelyn are back friends. They done been through a whole lot. She thanks Brooke for helping put together everything. She basically just, you know, do her drunk speech. Evelyn get up, go over her. Evelyn, go hug the girl. She went over there and gave the girl a hug because, honey, put Jen to bed. Y'all done got that lady too damn drunk, okay? Y'all make sure to get down in these comments and let me know that y'all watched the episode this week. What did y'all think about it? I mean, it wasn't too bad. It was kind of lackluster. Not too much happened. Honestly, I would say that this was an episode of makeups. You know, now we are going to see next week why Laura really is back. Shaunie, honey, genius. She always find a way to put some puzzles together. Because I ain't even gonna say too much. Shaunie done came out with a book. And we know who the book gonna be about. Make sure y'all like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notifications on because y'all know y'all don't want to miss when I come back with the next one.